If these earbuds look familiar to you, well, that's because they should. They share the exact same design as the Creative Aurvana Ace 2, down to the millimeter. That's not exactly a bad thing though, as I think Creative has really been nailing the earbud design game lately. At only 4.7 grams each, I find these earbuds comfortable to wear for hours on end, and they come with 5 different sizes of ear tips, so you shouldn't have any problems getting a good fit in your ears. They also still have an IPX5 water resistance rating, which means you don't have to worry about wearing them out in the rain or at the gym. The only real difference in design here is in the color scheme. Open the lid and you're greeted with this reflective chrome interior. It's a little bit less flashy than the reflective bronze interior on the Aurvana Ace 2, but I think this one looks a little bit more classy. If there's one thing I don't like about the design, it's the controls. The tap controls aren't as responsive or as intuitive as the stem-based pinch controls that you find on other earbuds like AirPods. There's also no ear detection sensor, so the earbuds don't automatically pause when you take them out of your ears. Beyond the design, a lot of the internals are also the same as the Aurvana Ace 2, such as the inclusion of Bluetooth 5.3. In terms of codecs here, you get SPC, AAC, LC3, and LDAC. I primarily use the Creative Aurvana Ace Mimi with an iPhone over an AAC connection, and I didn't have any major connection stutters or dropouts when I was using them at home or at the office. While commuting from home to the office, one thing that I really appreciate about these is the inclusion of active noise cancellation. Now, it's not as good as the best noise cancelling earbuds on the market, but it's good enough to block out most of the sounds of traffic. Our testing shows that the ANC reduces the loudness of external noise by an average of 76%. Again, not the best in class, but pretty good. If you plan on taking calls on the go, the microphones here are up for the task. The Aurvana Ace Mimi used the innovative XMEM dual driver system, which deliver excellent clarity and detail in the highs. But don't just take my word for it. In fact, you should never really just take any one person's opinion when it comes to audio. That's why we built our Sound Guys testing lab, where we test earbuds like these on our Brule and Kiar 5128 testing head. And how did these earbuds perform? Well, better than any other that we've tested so far. They get an overall score of 4.9 on a scale from 1 to 5. The frequency response does have a bit more emphasis on bass than what our preference curve looks for, so if you are an audiophile or a professional listener, you might want to turn down the bass a little bit, but for most listeners, they'll quite enjoy the way that these sound straight out of the box. Well, chances are that you will like the way that they sound. They get even better once you pair them with the Creative app. You can choose from a whopping 40 plus different EQ presets, or build your own using the 10-band custom equalizer. Either way, you'll be able to turn down the bass if you'd like, or go crazy and crank that bass up if you want. Where these earbuds really shine though is with the Mimi sound personalization. After taking a hearing test that lasts about 4 minutes, the earbuds will build a custom EQ profile to make sure that you are hearing everything that you might be missing out on otherwise. If you suffer from some mild to moderate hearing loss, well, these earbuds will amplify the frequencies that you've been missing out on. Once you've taken the hearing test, you can toggle the sound personalization on or off and even adjust the intensity of it. You can also have your personalized sound profile layered on top of a custom EQ, so you can still tweak the sound a little bit to your liking beyond what the Mimi test builds for you. I was already pretty happy with the way these earbuds sound before jumping into the app at all, but after spending some time tweaking it and doing the listening test, these have become some of my favorite sounding earbuds on the market. Now, one drawback to those XMEMS drivers though is their power efficiency. Like other XMEMS earbuds that we've tested in the past, the Aurvana Ace Mimi are not battery champions. In our testing, the earbuds only lasted 4 hours and 41 minutes of playback with ANC enabled. That said, the case does give you an extra 3 full charges, and you can charge the case wirelessly or using a USB-C cable, so you really shouldn't run into a situation of being completely out of juice that often.